And what do you think about Speaker Bolger's road funding proposal, knowing that A, it's not nearly enough to fix the problem, and B, it doesn't go through the traditional formula, meaning no new funding for public transportation or other alternative modes?
Well, I think we've touched on that a little bit. I think it's a good first step. I think, as Rob has pointed out, it may not go through the traditional formula, but that's an issue that I think is going to have to be discussed and worked on. I do think that any new funding for infrastructure has to include public transit, so that'll be an issue we'll be hopefully getting a chance to work on. But again, I mean, it's a good first step. It's better than nothing, and I think there's a lot of people who are interested in supporting it once some of these questions are asked. But I think people, the only concern I have is that you don't get too many bites at this apple in terms of making it a significant investment in infrastructure spending. And if we don't do enough the first time, the second time may not come around again. So, I'm more inclined to have a comprehensive solution done all at once. But if, because of the different challenges in the legislature, we have to do a two-step or a three-step process, I suppose that's better than nothing at all. But I just would caution people that if the legislature does approve some variation of the Speaker's proposal, that we maintain the pressure on the legislature to fix and finish the solution, and also make sure that we are very careful that any monies that are taken out of other parts of the budget to help with this proposal, that we're able to replace those as well.
I would agree with Representative Dillon. He pretty much said it well, and have a lot of conversations on this issue with Representative Heumann. We are very focused on this, and that was his concern and mine too when I spoke to the Speaker. Is this going to cut the chances of getting a full funding of $1 billion and a half that we really need right now? And he said no, and in this press conference, he repeated several times that this is a base. And I don't see this issue going away, but at least we start getting some money. And for those citizens that believe that, as I said earlier, that all the money that they give to Lansing that never hits our roads, it just gets eaten up in administrative, they can show due diligence on our parts that we're serious. We are getting a good part of this without raising taxes, but there comes to a point we have to look at a revenue stream.